Hello friends, welcome to my channel once again. The person who is in share market must have heard about the risk management. The people goes on search for the risk management videos to learn the risk management in YouTube. They will see a lot of videos, but still they fail to manage the risk in the share market. In this video, we will try to understand in a simple layman language with everyday examples. Friends, I will try to explain as much as I know. If anyone knows or any suggestions are there, please do comment in comment sections. Okay, now let's start a topic. Risk management. We know this and we did it in our childhood plays. We have handled a lot of risk during playing with our friends while playing, but we don't know that this is called as a risk management. We will take an example as we continue with our discussions. We will go step by step. Friends, the first step in a risk management is sizing. Sizing matters a lot in a share market. For example, we go to a pizza center. When we order it, he never gives as it is a round. He will cut it into a smaller pieces and he will deliver to us. And when we eating a smaller piece, we will enjoy that pizza. Another simple example is if we have a 10 lakhs, we can make a 1 lakh rupees each piece or 2 lakhs each as a 5 pieces. Same way, the sizing is matters in the share market. So friends, we have to break down our investment into a proper sizing in a share market. Okay, now friends, after sizing we will go to a second step, that is a stop loss. Those who are trading in a stock market, they know stop loss, but most of them they don't use it properly. As I know, most of the people will lose their money only because they don't use stop loss in a proper way, and if they use, they keep on changing it while trading. I call stop loss as a superhero in stock market. Whenever we trade in a market, we have to keep our superhero ready. Before we enter any trade, we have to enter stop loss along with it and see to it that we don't change it frequently. So friends, stop loss is the one superhero who always saves us from losses. Okay friends, just to explain the purpose of stop loss, I will give a small example. Usually when we travel in a train or a public transport, we see a emergency door in everywhere, even in a bigger factories. These doors are like our stop losses. Whenever there is emergency or which will affect us, we will exit through those doors. So stop loss is a one such emergency door which always saves us our pocket. So friends, always stick to stop loss. Please don't trade without stop loss. Now friends, we will move to the next step, that is risk reward. Risk and reward. This is also very important. Usually when we were in the childhood, we play a game. Why we play game? To win something. There is some prize is kept there when we win this game. But before we enter into that game, we have to calculate that the game we are going to play. For example, usually games involves risk, like for example running, jumping, like that. While doing that, we may hurt ourselves, and that hurt causes us some money, like 10,000, 20,000 we have to pay for that risk. If a prize worth is what? Just 1,000 rupees. Why we should risk our 10,000, 20,000 for that 5,000? So friends, why we should risk more for a lesser price? It is better to avoid that game itself. So this is what we have to think before entering into any trade. So friends, whenever we enter any trade, we should see to it that we should get more than what we are going to lose. So I mean to say that whenever we lose anything, it should be lesser than what we get. The next step in risk management is placing of money in a market. Usually, friends, a shopkeepers, if he is selling eggs, he is having a stock of 1,000 eggs. He don't keep all the eggs in a single container. What he does, he keeps all the eggs in a separate tray. The reason, if a single container falls down, he will lose all his eggs. But when he keeps in a different trays, there is no risk of all the loss to the eggs. So we have to place our money in different stocks. Next step, friends, in risk management, finding a trend. Usually you must have heard that we call a trend as a friend. When we get a trend, it is just like a driving car on a highway. So there is no strain, no changing of much of gears and strain while driving. But after some time on the highway, we do get speed breakers, curvings. At that time, we have to change our driving pattern. In the same way, when we find a trend in a market, when some hurdles come in the trend like RBI policies, US Fed meetings, somewhere earthquakes, or somewhere some wars, so we need to get updated with all these news to follow the trend. And based on this, we have to decide what to do with that trade when we are in a trend, whether to add, whether to come out. So based on the situations, we have to take the decisions. This is also very important in managing the risk of our investment. Friends, now next step for risk management, especially for during intraday, I can say is important is trade plan. Trade plan is very important. Before we enter any trade, we need to have a plan for the trade. So when to enter, when to get exit. If it is not going according to the plan, just stay out of the market for that day. Actually, most of the amateur traders, they plan their trade, and they will come in front of the screen. As soon as the market starts and they start watching a chart, they will forget the plan. They will start making a new plan based on the live market, which is not a healthy sign for intraday trader. So I request, we need to stick to the plan. If it is not going as per our plan, we will stay out of the market. Friends, one more important thing in risk management, how to practice this risk management. Whatever the steps we have discussed now, we can practice all these risk management seriously in paper trading. When we are perfect in paper trading, you all know a practice makes more perfections. So practice paper trading, then only we will bet real money in the market. But when we apply a real money, psychology also plays very important, and we will discuss on this topic in the future videos about the psychology in the market. Friends, whatever I know a little about risk management in a layman language, I try to explain in this video. If anybody having any questions or suggestions, please do comment in a comment section. And thanks for listening. We will meet with newer learnings in a next video. Bye.